Are you serious? Are you serious? I want to thank Mary of Los Angeles for sending me this information, but I have in my hands an actual 1983 Washington Post article reporting the presence of Planet X, Nibiru. The article says in 1983, two NASA scientists, Neubauer and Hawk, using infrared astronomy satellite, spotted a mysterious heavenly body, aka Planet X, in the heavens. At the time, the IRAS was a joint project by scientists from the United States, Great Britain, and the Netherlands. The secrecy surrounding this new IRAS results was imposed by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, and many astronomers were critical of this secrecy. One scientist complained, "This is the tightest kept thing I've ever seen. I can't imagine them being able to keep it this quiet so long." Now, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California took over this latter part of the project. It's interesting to note that the Boston Globe article on Saturday, October 28th, 1983, was full of speculation about what NASA was about to announce and the secrecy surrounding the IRAS discoveries. But on November the 9th, 1983, NASA held a press conference discussing the discovery of an object in space by the Infrared Space Telescope in the constellation of Sagittarius on an object potentially several times heavier than Jupiter. In a resulting article published in New Scientist on November 10th, 1983, the day after the NASA press conference, NASA presented what was pretty vague notion that the IRAS had so unexpectedly picked up, including the potential for it to be a Jupiter-sized planet beyond Neptune. All right. Now, the article in December 30th of 1983, the Washington Post, reads as follows, quote, "Mystery heavenly body discovered, possibly as large as Jupiter," by Thomas O'Toole, Washington Post staff writer, on Friday, December 30th, 1983. A heavenly body, possibly as large as a giant planet Jupiter, possibly so close to Earth that it could be part of this solar system, has been found in the direction of the constellation of Orion by an orbiting telescope aboard the U.S. infrared, the IRAS. So mysterious is this object that the astronomers do not know if it is a planet or a giant comet or a nearby protostar that never got hot enough to become a star, a distant galaxy so young that it's still in the process of forming its first stars, or a galaxy so shrouded in dust that none of the light cast by its stars ever get through. All I can tell you is that we don't know what it is, said Dr. Jerry Neubauer, the IRS chief scientist for California's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and director of the Palmer Observatory for California Institute of Technology. He says in an interview, the most fascinating explanation of this mystery body, which is so cold it casts no light and has never been seen by an optical telescope on Earth or space, is that it is a giant gaseous planet as large as Jupiter and as close to Earth as 50 trillion miles. While that may seem like a great distance in earthbound terms, it is a stone's throw if you look at it, the size of our universe. So close, in fact, that it could be the nearest heavenly body to the Earth beyond the outermost planet, Pluto. If it really that close, it would be a part of our solar system, said Dr. James Hawk of Cornell University Center of Radio Physics and Space Research and a member of the IRAS science team. if it is that close, I don't know what the world's planetary scientists would ever begin to classify it. And now I have more to read about this, folks. I want to break this entire information down for you today on my live broadcast. So please do not miss today's broadcast at 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Today, on this Monday, I would love to share this with you. Now, matter of fact, you guys know that I showed you, I came out Friday morning and I did a YouTube video on the fact that the Washington Post just did an article telling us that, yes, high-powered telescopes up in the mountains in Chile, that researchers there have seen 2 planets on the edge of our solar system. Could they be Planet X or Nibiru? And I've spoken on the phone Saturday then with Gil Broussard, probably the leading expert astronomer in the world on this. And Gil and I had a nice conversation. He has yes, we discussed that discovery, and he is going to come on our broadcast live this Thursday. Do not miss this Thursday's broadcast. Gil Broussard will be my guest. We're going to discuss this heavenly body that was apparently discovered back in 1983 and is now being rediscovered, if you will, with a lot better telescopes than they had in 83. And I mean, they know what this thing is, guys. And Gil is going to talk about that. Planet 7X, Nibiru. He has new information. He said, I'm going to be breaking news Thursday on your show, Paul. I will break news Thursday on your show. So something's going on, folks. Something is taking place. Is Nibiru, is this Planet 7X or Planet X, dwarf star, what is this? There is something there. It's been confirmed. We've been knowing about it. As a matter of fact, NASA had teams of people studying this from 1959 till 1992 when their leading scientists died, and they've never spoke about it again. But obviously, something's there, and something's shaking the heavens, and something is affecting the earth. We will be talking about it Thursday. Do not miss it. Gil Broussard will be our guest on Thursday at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Today, I'm going to finish reading the rest of this information I have for you today on my live show. 12 noon Eastern today. I'll see you at 12 noon. God bless.